Hi friends, I am Joel John and I am going to introduce to you a book by a renowned author called Brian O. Harry, and the book is The Tomb of Murders. And this book is about the Inspector Sehan's mysterious work on finding out criminals. And first, I like to talk about this author, Brian O'Hare, and also I'm going to introduce about this book. And if you ask me whether you have read this book fully, no. And before purchasing any book, we'll just read the reviews and about the author, and then we will purchase the book and then read it, right? So I also haven't read this book, so I am just going to talk about other books of this author, which is a series of mysterious murder related book: The Tomb of Murders, The 1105 Murders, The Clove Murders, The Dark Web Murders. So this is a series of four murder books. So to talk about this author, Brian O'Harry, he worked as an assistant director in United Kingdom, Northern Ireland, in a reputed regional college, and he took an early retirement at 1998 because he was diagnosed with the liver problem at his early age. That's his childhood age, and after that, in 1998, doctors said that he has to undergo a liver transplantation. At that time, earlier he was an academic writer. He published a lot of writings in journals and education related stuffs. And when he was undergoing this kind of medical treatment that's related to liver, he wrote a book called the Spiritual Odyssey. That was the book he wrote, which is apart from academic for the first time. And this is about his experience with the spiritual life in Christianity, and during the time when he is undergoing the liver transplantation. I personally like to remember our Bishop Caldwell, who was a British missionary who came to India to spread the light of gospel and education, and also to uplift the suppressed people at that particular area. And he did a lot of work. I studied in a school named after him as Caldwell Higher Secondary School, which is at Thuthukudi, and that's my birthplace as well, in Tamil Nadu, India, and which is in the continent of Asia. And the reason why I am quoting about Mr. Caldwell here is he did a lot of legendary works for Tamil literature and also in the field of education. And one similar incident is he also had a liver disease called as jaundice. When the doctors advised him to go back to his hometown to do a good treatment, he refused and he stayed back because he was very much particular about spreading about his mission of spreading the gospel, education, and light to the people on my birthplace. So I just related this as here. Our author also wrote a book called as the a Spiritual Odyssey, and after that, another one of his book related to gospel is The Fallen Men, which is about three priests, and that's also a love story is also there. So surely it will be interesting. And to talk about the series of books, the Doom Murders and the 1105 Murder and another things like the Clove Murder and the Dark Web Murders, all these books are about Chief Inspector Jim Segan, who was investigating a case. When you think of this case, to tell a start about this book series, it's all about crime, a motivated as psychopath crime, and this is also related with Christianity. How it's related is there is a painting called as the Mid Valley, the Mid Valley painting. So that painting is related to the second rising of the Christ and the second coming of the Christ, and also the tomb itself. The word doom itself means about judgment. That's the last judgment. So, what's about Christianity in this life is the murderer gives clue. He also gives a lecture, but the clues are in the form of painting. For solving this painting, the chief inspector gets the help from the people who are having good biblical knowledge. So that's slightly related to Christianity. And apart from that, this is really an interesting novel. As I read through the reviews, they have said that this author, instead of doing a lot of work in academics and others, if you would have tried on crime related novels, we would have got a lot of better novels and much better novels for the society, like this one, which is also one of the best. And so they will be very interesting. Like, you won't be able to know what's going to happen next, and there'll be a lot of clues. So you will be imagining that, so this person is going to be the this person is the suspect, he's the murderer. But the next time, on the next chapter, the book is given in forms of chapter, there is no heading at all. So more interesting. If you have headings, I have a habit of reading the table of contents before reading the book, so I will get an idea about what's going to be in the book. But here, no chance. Here you have the just the chapter numbers, a Bible and a sword, a cross. So you have to go through all the throughout the book. So find out on the internet, this book is available on online platforms. So you can start searching with the titles of this book, also with the name of this author, and find out where you can get this book. If I get any details about this, I will post it on the description. There will be an inverted triangle icon. If you click on that, the description will open. On that, you can get some information about this book, where it's available, all those. And to tell something more about this books, and how the bodies were, how interesting this is, on the back side of the book that I read, because that's how I purchased the book. When I want to purchase a book, I will just take the book, look at the cover, search the author name, find some interesting information about him, and then go through the table of contents. Here it's not possible, but on the back side they have given some information, like the other books which are written by this author, the a little bit of description about this book, and also in the last, the prominent figures in the Belfast of being murdered. So all these people are very prominent people, and they are all being murdered, and their bodies are left naked, and also cutted, and they are all collapsed bodies. You can understand. So there is no clue on the forensic of the crime, and so and some random numbers are written. So these kinds of things made them to contact the people in the churches to investigate, and I think this interaction will be much interesting for you to purchase this book. So start searching and purchase, and read this book. And I will also read this book soon. I am sure that it will be interesting for me, and expect the same from you. And it's time to say bye. It's your Jojan J signing off from you. Bye.